Bad Pop Song is recorded specifically on the native territory of the Mia Mia, who were one of the Great Lakes tribes. Much of present-day southwest Ohio sits on the native land of the Fort Ancient people, who were builders of the Great Serpent Mound located in what is now Adams County.
The city, now known as Cincinnati, was built on the land of the Shawnee, the Mia Mia, the Kaskaskia, the Hopewell, and the Adena. Please visit nativeland.ca to find out whose land you reside on. That's native-land.ca.
Hi, kids.
Hey!
Welcome to another episode of Bad Pop Song, the show where we take you on a magic carpet ride through my wondrous universe of musical cringe, film commentary and critique, and a few other things.
Whatever floats your boat.
Yes. I myself am Bo.
Hi, Bo.
Also with us is your co-host, Dan, who has like the most amazing hair.
If you say so.
You're kind of like Pike from the Star Trek universe. He's kind of known to have like this fabulous hair, and he's kind of salt and peppery like yours, and it stands up, and
It's that sort of thick hair that when you cut it at a certain length, it just goes up no matter what.
Yeah, wow. the universe blessed you.
I guess so. Yeah. I don't mind. I think it's cool.
Absolutely. Yes.
Better than the alternative, I guess.
Yeah. So here's Dan with a little bit of housekeeping.
Yes, you should go over to badpopsong.com. Check out previous episodes, read up on some other films that Bo has discussed and critiqued. See some music videos that he posted up there, because he is a very talented vocalist. And
shucks,
it's all kinds of good stuff. Everything Bo over at badpopsong.com.
I actually am hoping that everyone has read my written review of Superman that I wrote earlier in the summer. Got a good response.
Oh, good
to that. So, but it's also a very good movie. But we are actually going to talk about some other films today.
Okay. What do we got?
Now, this film has already been out in theaters for more than 2 weeks now. Okay. I just got around to seeing it last Thursday with my good friend Debbie, who just happens to be Dan's mom. Knew her just maybe a few months before I met you. So, but anyway, yes, we saw the Smurfs. I finally had time to see the Smurfs. Lovely.
Smurfing all the way on.
Lovely. Wow. Dance talents like just astound me. So this normally would be something I would have no interest in at all.
Yeah.
I barely watch the Smurfs.
Likewise.
On television.
Back in the 80s.
In the 1980s.
Yeah, Saturday morning staple.
When it was an animated series. Although I do remember having this Smurf board game, which someone gifted to me. I had no interest in it, but I don't know. It was, I guess, they were the thing at the time. So,
yeah.
I figured, hey, he's a kid, he'll like it. So, but unfortunately, I never did play that Smurf game. I don't know. It eventually got sold at a garage sale or something like that.
Mint in box.
From time to time, I would catch the animated series, but overall was not my my thing.
Not your bag.
And all the films that came out, after that, due to the success of that animated series, I still showed like absolutely no interest in any of these. So, but when this rebooted Smurf,
Like what, the fifth time they've rebooted it?
That's rebooted in the series, Smurfs. I took some interest in because I actually read some reviews.
Okay.
The New York Times actually gave it a fairly decent review, more than decent. Like they said, it was pretty overall. They just said it was a pretty good film. One of the critics at RogerEbert.com and another film rag that I read religiously also gave it like thumbs up, good review. So
okay.
I was like, I gotta check this out.
It's just a Smurfs film. How can it be that good?
It's good. It's that good.
That's interesting.
I mean, you probably wouldn't think it.
No. Yeah, I mean, Smurfs is one of those properties that just every 10 years or so it creeps back into the public zeitgeist. It just never goes away for whatever reason. The current copyright holders just love shoving it down our throats. So
I will begin with this question, and it is for you.
Uh-huh.
Are you a fan of Peo? He's the Peo, the artist of
the creator of the Smurfs from long ago. He's
Belgian, I believe.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Are you a fan of his art?
I mean, it's one of those things where I never really got into it or anything. I was busy at that age. I was more interested in Garfield.
Oh, who wasn't?
Which is it's turned into another Smurfs property where every 10 years it's a new Garfield movie or TV show or whatever.
Yes. Bill Murray is one of the voices.
Yeah.
One of the incarnations.
Yep, replacing Lorenzo Music
yes.
from long ago.
Yes.
I think currently it's voiced by Frank Welker.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember, I mean, I'm an old cat, but I remember Lorenzo Music as Rhoda's doorman.
Yeah, Garfield was my introduction to him.
This is Carlton, your doorman. But yes, I do. I loved Garfield. I had a stuffed Garfield when I was a kid, and I made sure to keep him in like pristine condition.
Wow.
Yeah, I cherished my Garfield stuffed toy so much that I purposely did not like carry him around with me everywhere. Just that was my pink elephant. So
mine was a Snoopy.
Oh,
that it was designed to have clothing that you could buy for it, but of course, since my mom, the aforementioned Debbie, was a seamstress, she made clothing for it.
She made clothes for the Snoopy?
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah.
So the Snoopy, did the Snoopy also like stay in like pristine condition?
As much as I could, I guess. I mean, I didn't like, put him on a pedestal and like, vacuum him and stuff like that, but at least, I took care of him, I think.
Why not? No,
sorry.
I think that would just mess it up, right? Yeah, the suction and all that. So was Snoopy displayed or
no? He was loved.
Okay, so you would carry him around with you,
sure,
most places with,
or at least change his clothes for the season or whatever. He had a nice little raincoat and hat that I would put on during the springtime.
Nice designs by Debbie.
Yeah,
so cool. Yeah, we'll make sure we bring this episode to her attention.
Oh, there you go. Well, I mean, she's a part of it. She saw the aforementioned Smurfs.
She saw it with you. Me. Yeah, you know what? I this how this summer has been, and I've barely had time to do much of. I've barely had any free time, and I did have a free moment. I was like, I want to see this Smurfs movie. bet Debbie would see it with me.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
And
she's always up to doing just about anything.
And lo and behold, yes.
But yeah, the Peo I never really got into. I mean, his artwork actually, I like the look of his artwork more than the animated incarnations of the Smurfs.
Yeah,
It has a good quality to it, a line quality.
It was quite beautiful.
Yeah,
yeah. Like you mentioned, the line quality, the colors were so vibrant and
mm-hmm.
vivid, and I have heard and read briefly that his designs, were very, they were not just different, but they were innovative,
Mm-hmm.
because they, because I know there was, I think I'm more familiar, or, well, I probably know less about it than I actually think I do, but wasn't there like the Magic Flute or something like that?
That was their first movie.
Okay. So yeah, I have read, throughout my life in passing that was very visually beautiful, so you weren't impressed.
It's the Smurfs. Whatever.
Okay. Yeah, well, two people who aren't Smurf enthusiasts, and
which is why it surprises me that you went to see this film.
Well, again, film reviews, when film rags, that I read frequently say, "Hey, this is good," I'm going to see it. So yeah, I just I couldn't resist, and I wanted to see it like opening weekend, but just with everything else coming out and everything else going on, I just like, when am I going to find the time? But is this film like turned me into a Smurf enthusiast? No, this kind of is a standalone. I think I will just enjoy this movie, and I'm not going to go back and try to watch the animated series.
It's not going to encourage you to seek other forms of Smurfdom.
I think what helps this film too is the muscle behind it.
Okay, tell.
Well, I mean, it was written by Pam Brady, who collaborates frequently with the South Park guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She's part of their club.
Yeah, the Parker and Stone. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's and on her own, she has, I think she has made quite a name for herself. As far as the director of the film, you've got Chris Miller.
Okay.
Yeah, Chris Miller is, famously, formerly with DreamWorks, and he's known for Shrek the Third and Puss in Boots and things like that. So, yeah, I mean, so as far as writing and directing, you've got that, and then it's got a slew of big name performers in it.
But as usual,
yeah, big name. You got actors voicing all the Smurfs. Everyone from Rihanna, a Smurfette, who also is one of the producers of the film.
Okay, so she must be a Smurf fan.
She apparently was passionate about this project, to be one of the producers. You've got James Corden, you've got Nick Offerman, you've got John Goodman, you've got
everything.
You've got Daniel Levy, Natasha Lyonne, Sandra Oh, Jimmy Kimmel. I mean, you even have like the Bill and Ted guy, Alex Winter.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm always happy whenever I see him getting work. He's sort of the forgotten of the two.
Yeah, well, he is in the film. He is I can't remember if he's one of the he's Hefty.
Oh, okay.
He's Hefty Smurf. And there's different Smurfs too. They're not all, they don't all have the same names or personalities or characteristics as the the original animated series.
Really?
Yeah, you have like Worry Smurf, who's voiced by Billy Lord. You have like Grouchy and Clumsy, and of course there was always a Brainy Smurf.
Of course.
But yeah, I don't think
Who voices Brainy in this one?
Zolo Maraduena.
All right.
Yeah.
I have no idea who that is.
Zolo Maraduena. He is a very up and coming actor, and I mean, I wouldn't say he's world renowned just yet, but he is definitely making his name. He's appeared on Cobra Kai. I remember seeing him in being a fan of Cobra Kai. He's in that. So very, very handsome, very nice looking.
All right. There could be a future for him.
Yeah. I'm hoping I'm saying his name properly. Zolo Maranduena. So yeah, he is
Brainy was the one that always stood out because everybody hated him.
Well, they're all quite charming, and very supporting compared to Smurfette and No Name.
No Name?
Yeah, there's a no name. The two lead Smurfs in the film are Smurfette, who's of course again voiced by Rihanna, and No Name, who is voiced by James Corden. And No Name, he feels very left out and alone because he doesn't have a specific characteristic like all the rest of them. So they're all forcing things on him. They're all forcing.
You have to choose a cliche.
Like, here, be a lumberjack. Here, he's like, oh, okay, and then of course, ultimate failure. And then of course he feels all down on himself again.
That's fun
And
interesting little take on it.
And Smurfette is just trying. She's trying to tell him. She's look, just be yourself. Be natural, and it'll come to you. So I keep talking. I'm ready for any and all of your questions. So
okay. Well, number one, is Smurfette still the only female Smurf?
C.
Is it brought up? I mean, is this an origin for her as well? So you get or is she just already a part of the troupe?
No, there is an origin for Smurfette.
And is she still created by Gargamel?
She actually, yes. In this movie, if I'm remembering it correctly, was there ever a Rosamel in the original?
Rosamel? There was an Azrael, his cat.
Well, yes. Okay. Well, he in this film, Gargamel has a brother named Rosamel.
Okay, yes. I have no idea then.
And Rosamel, he is actually the villain. He is the main heavy in this film.
That's interesting.
Gargamel actually serves as he is an ally for the Smurfs in this film.
Okay.
But he's only an ally to spite his brother.
I see.
Because he
is opportunist.
Because he has worked his whole life in gaining the love and respect of his brother Rosamel, who seems to be like the more superior evil wizard.
Mm-hmm. And, yeah, Gargamel was always a loser. So
he's and his Rosamel's always like led him on to believe that
that he actually cared about him.
Yeah, when I get to this point in my evil doing, you will join me. And of course that's all to no avail. So he aligns with the Smurfs as to spite his brother. So it's that's a cool take.
It's an interesting little twist. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Rosamel actually creates Smurfette to infiltrate.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and to help him take over. So, but it's very interesting, the whole the origins of Papa Smurf are very interesting.
Oh, that they cover that too. Wow.
Yes, and it's kind of heavy and pretty deep. You've got John Goodman, his brother John Goodman is Papa Smurf. His brother Ken, who's played by Nick Offerman.
Ken?
Yes.
Ken Smurf.
Ken Smurf, yes. And they're both elders. And there is, of course, yeah. I'm distracted. Is he okay?
Oh yeah, he's fine.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it picks up on the microphone, but the cat is currently horking up hair from his lungs.
So Papa Smurf and Ken have another brother named Ron.
Ron Smurf.
Yeah, he's kind of like the Thor of the patriarch.
Okay.
So there's 3 brothers, and
does Papa actually have a name that?
No, he's just called
Papa.
Just
Papa. He's always been Papa. Always will be.
He's just Papa Smurf.
Okay.
Yeah. So not only is Papa Smurf the leader of the Smurfs, he and his 2 brothers were thousands of years ago guardians of the universe.
The heck you say?
And there are these books, these magic books that Rosamel, Gargamel's brother, has been trying to get his hands on, and he wants to use these magic books to take over the universe and make it all evil.
That's interesting. I mean, Gargamel's reasoning for trying to get the Smurfs is so that he can make gold.
Yes. Rosamel has a much bigger picture. Yeah, going on here. By the way, back to Gargamel, Azrael is a very endearing pet character in this film.
Aww.
You know, so
I always liked Azrael.
For all cat fans, you know.
He was a jerk in the 80s cartoon, but, you know, he was a cat.
He's more of a lovable jerk in this film. So, Papa, Ron, and Ken were guarding the universe thousands of years ago. And then, of course, Ron, I think, he's the Thor one. He's got like this long, luxurious blonde hair, just like that, you know. He's voiced by Kurt Russell. He in trying to defeat Rosamel, he gets lost in the
cosmos,
in the universe. In the other realm, in the dark realm. So of course, Ken and Papa Smurf think they've lost him forever. You know. So, but there is still a book that they're able to save, you know, to keep from Rosamel having. So Papa Smurf creates Smurf Village to protect and hide the book.
Oh.
So that is pretty much the origin of
intriguing. I wonder how close that is to the original Peyo story.
Yeah, no, I'm wondering too. But I didn't really research that.
Or if that is even a consideration. I mean, it's entirely plausible that he just said, "Hey, I just want these little guys that are 3 apples high living in mushrooms in the forest," and just ran with it from there.
Well, however they came about in Smurfland, he was really just trying to protect them and keep them. He did not reveal the origin, why Smurf Village actually exists and things like that to keep them safe. So, but it's actually a really fun and sweet story, and
yeah, I mean, it sounds like they're at least giving it some sort of meat, something more than just happy journeys in the forest with Gargamel and Azrael chasing after them.
And of course, Rosamel is running around corrupting everyone and putting them under spells and making them evil. And
evil Smurfs, do they turn purple and say goodnap?
No, he just no, he just does the same thing that he does with Ron. He just traps them
I see.
in that evil realm.
That's pretty much the only episode that I remember fondly was from the 80s cartoon. There was a disease or whatever going around that it would turn a Smurf purple, and it would just jump around going ganap, 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 and then it would bite you on your tail, and then you would turn purple and go
Wow.
ganap, ganap, ganap. And it was a race to try to solve the pandemic.
Wow. You apparently watched more of this than I did.
That was the only episode that I really remember.
Oh.
The others were just like, whatever.
Sure it was.
It left a mark on me. It was interesting enough to say, "Hey, wow, that's kind of cool." I don't remember how they solved it or anything like that. I just remember it was a thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, chances are one of the humans solved it or something, or I don't know.
Some kind of pandemic zombie attack sort of thing, I guess, right? The film is full of comedy and cute just cute kitschy stuff and lots of fun and music. It's a really great soundtrack. Both Rihanna performs, of course. James Corden, no surprise that he would perform.
So this is a musical.
It is a musical.
Okay.
Yes, and you have other talents in the soundtrack, including like Cardi B and DJ Khaled, and so yeah, it's still in theaters, and I'm sure it'll be streaming soon. So
yeah,
I encourage any and all to catch it while it's still in the theaters for a little bit longer, or wait until it begins streaming. So who knows? It's been doing well at the box office.
of course,
it might be in the theaters for a little bit.
It's a recognizable thing, and seems to be making people happy. So
and there's really fun, animation styles in it, I think, which kind of helps carry the film. There's sort of dimensional sequences, using claymation and things like that as
that's interesting,
as they're crossing through like different
planes of existence.
Yes. Very good. Very good.
That's kind of fun. I always like it when they sort of push the envelope of animation like that.
Yeah, there's even there's some anime stuff in it, and just very briefly, the movie has a little bit of everything. So anything else?
Is this made by DreamWorks or who distributed it?
It is distributed by, let me see it. La 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 la. Let's see. There is it's Paramount.
Okay.
So I'm sure it's going to show up on their platform.
Yeah,
pretty soon.
I didn't know Paramount had a
Paramount Animation, apparently. So
I had no idea they had an animation wing.
Yeah. So there you have it.
Everybody's getting an animation nowadays.
And apparently there is a partnership with Paramount, and there will be more animated Smurf films. So.
Oh, they've already said that there's going to be a sequel or 2 or 3 or 5. It's the next Shrek, kids.
So yeah, we'll see.
All right, so the time has come for us to decide. Number 1, how many stars are you giving this?
I'd say it gets 3 solid stars.
Okay, nice. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a good time.
3 out of 5.
It's not challenging your perceptions of the universe or anything. It's just a good solid film.
It does actually have some cool kind of astrological kind of there's some astrological kind of new agey inspirational kind of stuff in it.
Okay.
So to sort of help with the magic, because of course No Name is trying to find his thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And of course it's up to him and Smurfette to to save everybody. So they've got a lot on their shoulders there.
But you leave the theater feeling good.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
It's a nice ice cream sundae of a movie.
Oh yeah, totally. Ice cream sundae, chip wheelie, whatever. Your dessert of choice. Yeah.
Yes. Dessert.
Oh yeah.
So would you play this at your theoretical film festival?
I would.
And when?
I would. This would be like one of those big outdoor family things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And of course I'd have an indoor venue in case of rain.
Yeah.
But it would still be a big family event.
All right.
Yeah.
What time of day would this be like?
I'd definitely make it around early mid-afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect time for after you take the kiddos for a bite to eat.
Yeah.
Or bring the food with you and have a picnic.
I would definitely show it out on the street like this, on the street festival, so to speak. When they close off the roads and things like that. Yeah, it would be there, and I think that's how I would show it.
That's fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Of course, there would have to be since it would be considered like an advanced screening. So yeah, people would have to. I couldn't make it like a free event or anything like that.
Oh,
yeah.
So you'd have to have the armed guards around the area, for keeping people from going in without tickets.
Well, I mean, nothing like that. But I mean, it would have to be like a limited. Yeah, I couldn't open it up to.
It would turn into Times Square.
Everybody, yeah. But yeah, I think making it an outdoor kind of family thing
would be fun.
Definitely a fun time.
Hang out with the kiddos and watch Smurfs.
Mm-hmm. Yay!
Well, that's all I got.
Oh, wait!
What?
I completely forgot. So
there's more.
I'm convinced Gargamel is gay.
That's not really explored in the original cartoon, from what I understand. There's never been a Mrs. Gargoyle or Mr. Gargoyle or Gargamel.
No, there's no actual like reference. There's anything that points to Gargamel's, sexual orientation or anything like that.
Right.
But he makes his musical comment leads you to believe that he would be gay.
Okay.
Toward the end of the film, where I'm just quickly spoiling it, not hugely, but just
fast forward a minute or two.
I mean, it's obvious Rosamel loses in the end.
Yeah, it's a given.
And as he is being defeated, he is asking Gargamel for his help, and he's buttering him up and trying to charm him, And Gargamel says, and I'm sort of paraphrasing, but he says, in the words of Johnny Mathis, he says, it's too much, too little, too late. And Johnny Mathis in the 1970s did a duet with Denise Williams called Too Much, Too Little, Too Late.
Okay.
It's just about a dissolving relationship.
But
Johnny Mathis is openly gay.
All right.
And I don't know, the fact that, and it would be considered it's one of my favorite songs, and I would consider it a bad pop song, and it would be like one of those songs that I think we could cover, we could discuss. So the fact,
coming soon to bad pop song near you.
So the fact that Gargamel referenced a Johnny Mathis song, a very specific Johnny Mathis song, your mom and I both looked at each other and said, did he just say that?
So that opens up another question for me then. Is this set in modern times in our world? Otherwise, why would he make a Johnny Mathis reference? It's always been in like medieval times with knights and Europeans.
Well, I think with the magic and the wizardry that is that is part of the Smurf universe, I think that their interests, I think it breaks barriers. He probably has, even if it's medieval times, he probably, has access to, modern music. He probably,
Is that brought up at any other time?
No, it's no. That's the only time it's ever mentioned in the film. There's no specific time that's mentioned in the film. It's just.
Do you ever see any other humans?
There is a scene where there is like a highway and there's traffic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it could feasibly take place in modern times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
You're just dealing with wizards in modern era.
Yeah. There's a castle there, and then the castle is surrounded by a highway, a very busy freeway.
Oh jeez.
Yeah. So they all have to. The Smurfs have to get across, without getting hit or anything.
Ooh.
So yeah. So
smears.
Could be modern times. Yes.
I guess so.
Yeah. But yeah,
at least close to it.
I'd be. I don't know. I'm glad that came to me, because I would be so remiss,
So that is another interesting little take on it then, because like I said, the Smurfs have always been in the medieval times or whatever. At least as far as I know, I have no idea when the live action quote unquote films were.
He's referencing Johnny Mathis, and I'm just like, oh, he's gay. I knew it. He listens to bad pop music like I do.
Well, it doesn't necessarily make him gay, but
does it?
It makes you question it, perhaps.
Well, I like to come to my own happy conclusions.
Feel free to.
Mm-hmm. So, yes, unless you have any questions, I think I have said all I wanted to say about it.
All right. Yeah. Well, then we can wrap this one up, and you can Smurf your way out. So anyways, thanks for smurfing this episode of Bad Pop Song. Be sure to check out our Smurf site, badpopsong.com, for the latest Smurfs and links to Smurfs, whatever else we Smurf. And be sure to hit the like and subscribe button down there on YouTube if you're watching it there.
Thank you.
Yeah, smurf that button. Tune in next time when Bo continues to smurf us into his magical, wondrous, smurfy world of all things Smurf media and music to make you smurf. Until then, I'm Dan.
I'm Bo.
Have smurf.
Stay groovy.